Hello there, guys. Hello there. Hello there. Lifestyle Game back once again, guys. Here we go. Here we go. Again, hit that like and subscribe button, guys, if you are enjoying these videos. If you are joining this one, guys, to try and see the Descent. And if you've been struggling with it, guys, like if you've been struggling with the Descent, if it's been something hard for you to get done, I know how that can be as well. I know I usually do legendary showcases and whatnot, incursion and the like, but there's many different avenues within this game. So I'm trying to touch base on other like areas here and there. So here's the Descent respectively, where you start off with no weaponry, and you guys all know how this one goes for you guys respectively watching. I'd like to bring you guys a full showcase. And yeah, we're going to go ahead and get into it right here, starting off. We all definitely agreed, guys. And before you start here, in order to give yourself the best chance of having an absolute successful Descent team, you want to like ensure that you ask like your teammates beforehand, considering you guys don't have your weapons, main gear pieces. You want to just ask and just like ensure that everybody's like, more or less just on the same page. As far as the Descent, and everybody knows what to do. They all know where we need to be standing at. You saw me there. You see me here. I let loose the flame gun on them. I forgot the name of that weapon where you shoot and then the flame comes out. The little gun you get. That's the little talent I had, guys. I don't know, slipping my mind. A lot of these weaponry and stuff. I've been playing so many different games, so many different names for so many different weapons and skills. So yeah, but yeah, guys, you want to just make sure you're all on the same page. You're seeing here, obviously I went down there to start off, guys. It was kind of raw starting off right there. So they went ahead and cleaned it up, so great job to them for cleaning it up. We just want to make sure that we're all on the same page, obviously. Otherwise the mission, like I said, guys, within Descent, the mission can go haywire. So one of the main key things, guys, just as we're getting into the video now, about 2 minutes in, I just want to get to the more core stuff. The thing about Descent, guys, is that you want to make sure and be sure that all of your teammates are on the same page. And respectively, what I mean by that, guys, is just as you guys will see here within this playthrough here, you're just going to see us all like on the same page. Obviously, I was the only one that had my mic again, as per norm. And a lot of the groups I run with, given it being randoms, it's just we're all on the same page, though. We all agree on what we need to do. You can read the chat box below there on the left. We're just all like on the same page. We all know Descent, and we know like what it takes to play through it. And like, they've played it at times enough to know the whole progression system of, what skills to choose moving forward to give ourselves the best chances of winning each room. So as long as you guys have agents that are, knowledgeable with Descent, which I'm pretty sure I'm going to go ahead and say about 90% of the player base has got to be knowledgeable with this mission or has played this mission enough, even if they've never beaten it. They played it quite enough to know like how it goes and, the things and like what they need to do to get from point A to B. It's just going ahead and being able to execute that respectively without your main build, which can always be a challenge, of course, guys, but that's why I'm here, Life's Game, to be able to show you guys, like for those of you that might be struggling with it, maybe some new and returning players, maybe some veteran players that just maybe never cleared the Descent fully, like just trying to see like how that's done as far as any of these rooms leading up to the Nemesis or Nemesis himself. So it's just like, I'm just glad to be able to bring you guys this, and I hope it can serve as some help, guys. So my main thing here, I don't really like, as I said, cutting too much out. I just want you guys to be able to see everything that's going on and like where we're going as far as I'm concerned. So you're seeing us at 8%. One respective thing you guys will realize is that the Descent usually is long and does take long to get a lot of it done. You can be in there for like about an hour or 2 hours plus, or depending on your agents, and it just depends. But either way, my point is that like a lot of agents will stay in like Descent for a while at times, but they'll never respectively end up achieving like a win at times, and that could feel like a definite waste of time. Obviously, nobody wants to have that amount of time put into something. It's kind of like what deters or like scares a lot of agents away from running legendary missions, spending a significant amount of time in them with absolutely no result, no winning results. You get a result, it's definitely just not the result that you'd like. And that feels like high-key wasted time when you look back, depending on when you started the mission, and then if you never got your exotic. Whereas if you are successful in it and you do win it, it does feel like much spent time worth it. You definitely feel like the time was worth it. You don't feel like it was a mistake or that you wasted time because you got something out of it in return. So just to say that, guys, I'm trying to kind of just show you guys this first and foremost, just so that you can see that when you do play Descent, you can win it. And it honestly just doesn't have to be a time waster, because I know how that can feel. You're spending all that time. So like I said, guys, just one step at a time. And as long as we go from there, if you go from there, you'll have much success. So you're seeing me choose the slots right here, guys. Magazine capacity is increased by 10%. I believe I did. I think I did select that for my rifle here. But yeah, you're seeing me set it up here. Mostly with what I had. What I usually built here, guys, as you'll see, I kind of just went with mostly DPS or attack. And I think my attack was around, as you guys shall see, we're on our way up there, just working our way up there. But I believe I get my attack about 70%, I think, before facing Nemesis. And what I've heard, respectively, a lot, and actually experienced myself after doing it myself, is no matter how much you stack on defensive cores in this mode, for some reason, the Nemesis can still take you out of there fast. So what I would say, respectively, really, is just to focus on maybe power and skill cores, because if you did that, at least you know that you have something you can work with outside of having a huge defensive unit core built, yet Nemesis can still one-shot you or take you down relatively easily fast. So that's just one of the things. I don't know, it's one of the tips, food for thought as far as that's concerned, guys. So yeah, so you see us respectively working here, guys. See us working here. We're at 14%. This video definitely could be one of the longer ranges for sure, guys. But yeah, it is knowledge of the Descent. So if you're looking for knowledge of the Descent, this video shall definitely serve you well, and hopefully it will allow you to beat the Descent at some point, guys. But as I said before, as I say in anything, and usually any and all content that I do that I find challenging or that is extremely challenging as far as what the game can offer, I always say practice and exercise patience, distance, and focus. You guys obviously know that's usually just a core key mechanic to winning anything, and I did bring that same notion into this specific mission of Descent. Because even when I don't have my gear, guys, that's what I mean. It's just the skill set and know-how. And I think what Descent does, guys, honestly, is it gives all of us as agents, or the guys that claim that they are good outside of just their build they created, to see how they move space-wise. What's their movement like? How do they move? Do they really know how to play the game? And I think that's what Descent really tests with a lot of agents, which is why I feel a lot of them don't like it that much in that sense. I mean, myself, I'm not the biggest fan of Descent, obviously, and the reason for it is just the length of time. Sometimes at times it could take, especially with random agents. It could honestly be long. Sometimes it could be a little tedious. It takes just a while at times to do it. So, but apart from that, I know a lot of agents don't like it is because of just the lengthiness of this, and then not being able to secure a win in the long run of things, And I think when what helps with that better is when everybody's on the same page, guys. As you're seeing here, we're all up here. Well, about 2 of us are up here. Well, 3 of us are up here at least, guys. And then I believe Pliskin's down there. But let me go ahead and get into it, guys. I do not believe that I stated who we were running with today. So we're running with Sopa, Noah, Janta, UTS from TDA clan. And by the way, Sopa was from CLT clan. And from the SHD clan, Shade clan, is Pliskin. So all different clans, guys. Usually I will have guys from 2 teammates at least from the same clan. I don't have a clan myself. I just mean from whatever it's showing their clan is, respectively. So yeah. But yeah, you'll see that. So it's crazy how there's just all 3 different clans, but it's cool. I like playing with a lot of different agents. What you're seeing here, guys, we're trying to choose our one of our special exotic talents here. Melee enemies instantly sleep them. But I wanted that hit supply one there. The other one that I got was a lot better, obviously, than that other sleeping one. Obviously, because it's better to go with more damage than just tactics and whatnot. And the only way I could kill sleeping enemies was by if they weren't obviously like elite, or if they were non-elite. I want to be able to have something that affects everybody, whether they're elite or not, you know? So as I said, guys, just build like more on power within the descent, and you'll see that it goes a long way. So we're here, guys. I don't know. I might take you room through room, but I believe that I might at some point for sure. Fast forward a little bit just to be able to get through the video, and so that you guys aren't sitting here, you know, all day just watching me run descent from room to room. But I want you guys just to pay attention to our spacing. I obviously tell them a lot every time we go inside the rooms to pick their spots, respectively pick their spots. Know where they're going to go. What I mean by that, guys, obviously from my past videos, is just see the angles on the room, get where you know you need to get. And most importantly, guys, one of the key things within descent is to stay close near each other. What I did learn, obviously, being like a avid player of descent, being like a veteran of it at times, having played it a lot in the past, is that you got to stick with your team. And even sometimes when your team moves and you might not want to move in this difficulty mode, it's just better to stick with where the majority are at, because you guys give yourself the absolute best chance of surviving. At times in the past, I would often stay back, try and work for my own angles, and sometimes that doesn't work the greatest when you don't have the greatest build set to you facing some of the enemies you face in here at times. So it's like, in addition to your, in relation to your respective DPS and power they allow you to have and whatnot and everything else. So it's just better. This mode's more structured for you to be, this is more a division faced mode. That's the funny thing about Descent, guys. It's like a more division focused mode, because it requires all four of you like to keep close to each other and literally work like the best you can in unison, especially when playing with randoms, because that's literally the only way, literally like the only way that you'll have the best chance at even possibly securing like a victory like within this mode. So I think all of these modes kind of tie into each other too, guys, to be honest with you. As you see us just about finishing up loop 2 there at 17%. Yeah, we're at 17%. But I think a lot of these modes help each other out, guys, in the sense of like you can learn a lot from these modes. Like if a lot of like if you're like an agent that doesn't really know how to stick close to agents, and you don't know like what the benefit of that is, play a lot of Descent, stay close to your teammates, and then come back with that later on and say what's, you know, you'll definitely know what the benefit is of staying near your teammates, how being a cohesive structured unit helps you actually win fights regardless of whether you have your main gear or not, depending on the mission, regardless of the difficulty. So it's like I think that's what makes Division so special, especially Division 2 in that sense, is that the game allows its builds to allow you as a player to shine based off its builds. If you really know how to utilize them and you guys really work together, you can really get it done. A lot easier said than done, obviously, but you guys are seeing it here, right here. So you see us setting up in here, guys. We're like kind of looking at the door here. You just kind of want to just watch the angles on the doors. You want to use the mini map mostly, because when you use the mini map, lets you know everything like that's going on and everywhere. So you just want to make sure you're doing that. So you see me taking this guy out right here with the flamethrower. Yeah, so you see, guys, like how we're all close. We're all closely, like we're all like close around each other. We're all like closely knit. We all know what we have to do. I am talking to them through mic during this run, trying to let them know like where their blind spots were at, where any enemies might be. Pay attention to the mini-map. That's the whole key thing, guys, obviously, about having a mic. It's just being on the same page with your teammates to ensure everybody can see what's going on. And if they don't, you know, be able to react in time, hopefully, due to like, you know, the person's fast, you know, awareness, know-how, speech, and whatnot. So it's always good to have a mic, guys. I cannot stress that enough. Any of you guys that can have a mic, always have it equipped. It helps out highly all the time. But if you don't, this can also still be done. But I would say if you do have a choice to have one, definitely, totally, and utterly have one, guys, because that does help out. Definitely does help out. So we're at level 20 right now, guys. Not level 20, but 20%. I think what I'll do, honestly, guys, just for like this whole like showcase, I'm just gonna show like different aspects in different areas. We'll go to about level 20, like 5%, and then once we get past that room, guys, I'll go ahead and just, you know, kind of push it a little forward to 50%, so we can kind of keep the video just at a respectable level, and it doesn't have to be so long as an hour with me showcasing some of the main key details that you guys have to do as far as defeating and winning this mission. So as you guys are seeing there, we're just fighting these guys off, keeping our composure. Everybody's on the same page, guys. I cannot stress that enough. With the descent, like I said, you guys want to keep close and you just want to keep aware. Never want to go to sleep, never want to relax too much, because once you start doing that, that just allows the enemy time to do what they got to do and like take you guys out fast. And it can happen so fast on this. And I think honestly, guys, maybe that's one of the reasons why like maybe I excel at times in this mode, depending on teams I have, is because of it's kind of like in a sense legendary. Like, and what I mean by that is that like it gives us like little room for like error, like in the sense of like when you error like in this and you don't have you know, heals and whatnot, and you don't have you know, as much like stuff you're used to with your normal build, it gives you like just little room for error. Like, I mean, just like legendary does. That's what I mean in similarities. It's like it's definitely not like legendary at all as far as like rigor, but and that depends. I mean, maybe the last Nemesis fight some people could say, but as far as like not having any error and knowing how to like get something done without having little errors possible, that's how this mission goes, as far as if you want to be realistically successful within it. So I just think that that's one of like the key like respective things of this mission. It teaches more or less like team cohesive structure, build, and know-how. That's more or less what it does. And I feel like I said, guys, agents of all calibers, like I feel like there's a lot you can learn from this. Summit kind of tests your build out as far as grit and strength. Moving in close quarters legendary, and also in addition. So it's like a lot of these modes, they'll help you out like with various areas of how like to run stuff in order to make you better overall. For overall Stronghold Legendary, if that's what you're looking at, or whatever other content it might be, guys. Whether it's harder heroic content with objectives, I mean, more directives on, or whatever it might be. But yeah, as you guys are seeing here, so we're at 30%. We're going to go ahead and, yeah, I'm going to go ahead and show you this room, guys, and how we work this one. And then what we're going to go ahead and do is we're going to kind of go ahead and go in the time machine here. Fast forward a little bit just to save on some time as far as the video. So you're not seeing every single descent room. Now, if you guys wanted to see that, respectively, go ahead and put in the comment section below. If that's the case, I will not fast forward anything out in some of the future videos for those of you that want to see. But you guys more or less get the point as far as like how long we've been going thus far within loop 2. So it's like yeah, you see us keeping around. I'm kind of trying to tell all of us just to all my teammates here just to stay close. These guys come out fast out this door, lighting us up, or trying to light me up at least, like very quick. I tell them to watch for my nade there. Okay, so we're working around right here, guys. The boss is there. We want to make sure we take him out. And we've been building our skills pretty well. I think everybody has something decent, you know, to a decent enough degree. But for the most part, yeah, it's definitely working. So you're seeing that room was done, guys, and you're seeing how we're going step by step. We did what we had to do. You're seeing my offense. I'm putting my offense up as far as weapon damage. So we're going to be moving up here, guys. But what we will be doing here right now from level 30% is we'll be going forward for just a second, guys. GG's. So here we are, guys, back once again. Level 54% now. Seeing there's been no magic tricks or nothing. If you look bottom right corner, same teammates. We just progressed a lot. Still going through it, guys. Still keeping our composure. You're seeing how we're working in here. I'm just doing this to give you guys a relative idea of how we're working in each and every room. So you're not just seeing one spot. One of the main key things I say a lot, one of the main things I say in a lot of my past videos is like how like there'll be a lot of content creators that'll only show like maybe a 7-10 minute video, which is fine. I know like the memory attention spans really fast a lot, but in order to realistically be able to complete this content, complete these things, you have to be able to see the actual full showcase, or something like resembling close to the full showcase, showing how within each respective portion of that mission or area can be done. That's just like one of like my main like things about it. It's just being able to, you know, bring to you guys like what it really is to do this stuff, because you'll see a lot of people show it on here and they won't show themselves really like you know, completing this thing, like show like how it's done, like really. And I'm like that's a whole question in and of itself as far as whether they can really do it or not at that level. So it's just, you know, hey, I choose not to, guys. I'm trying to be like the real deal, guys. Like I said, hit that like and subscribe if you like what you're seeing. We're getting more into it. So we're at 59%, guys. You're seeing. Telling my teammates here, Pliskin, and the other one to the right of me. Can't quite remember what his name was. There, let me see, UTS, near UTS and Pliskin. And my main thing, guys, honestly, was just being near the majority of teammates. Sometimes one of the other ones could be off somewhere, and then whenever one of them were off, in this case, Sopa Noah, and he wasn't always away, but I'm just saying for whichever teammate was away from the group like that, I'd always tell him, hey, just be wary, be careful, don't die away from everybody, because we're not going to be able to just revive you like that. And as I said before, guys, touching on an earlier point of the video, as I said, it kind of has legendary mechanics, light legendary mechanics within this specific mode, because it's like you can't die in a bad spot. You cannot. You have to make sure that you pick your spots well. Mistakes can be very, very fatal. Like any mistake can like change like the whole entire like fight. So it's like there's those things. So I think also, guys, with this mission is that if you can find like agents that can do this well, or that just have good movement, that kind of is like a little key sense. I wouldn't say it's end all be all as far as legendary, for darn sure, but I'd say it's definitely something that if they can move well in this room and they know how to move in a room such as this and what talents to choose, and especially with a group of randoms, I'd say that their know-how is definitely legendary grade. As far as being successful within this mission, and they'd be able to, given they have the right build and they can adjust to the tempo of the mission, they would definitely be solid, very, very solid agents within the any legendary mission or content like that. So I think like, yeah, the Descent kind of gives like a little leeway into the type of agent you're running with depending on how they're playing. Especially given you don't have your builds. This is like more just skill focus. This mode, like it's really just, it's very much skill. So like just straight, what's your division skill? How do you move? How do you get cover? How do you know how to do stuff? And you do have talents and stuff, obviously, that you have, but just working from something raw, that definitely displays like your skill and what type of player you are specifically, like without like your main key items and whatnot. And like I said, guys, we get it done all the time. Life's a game. We get it done all the time, whether we have our main builds or not. The whole key thing is winning, and winning within how the respective mode allows us to do so. So that's what we're showing you here, guys. So what you want to do is you want to just pick your spots, as you're seeing here. I cannot say it enough. You want to pick your spots. You want to pick your angles. You want to know where you need to stand, where you need to be. And you also want to just keep talking to your teammates. If you have a mic, that's always better. Not everybody has to have one, but if everybody did, it would make it that much better. As I said before, in this run here, I was the only one that had one, but everybody was listening to me, responding to me a lot in the chat box. So we were all on the same page. And I think that helped them be comfortable, believe it or not. And you guys come across this, Sopa Noah, UTS, Pliskin, and you guys come across this, tell me how you guys felt about the commentary during the run. I just felt like it just gave us like, it helps like giving us just a normal, steady, confident flow and just a good rhythm. Normally, I just feel like it helps out a lot with that. And it's always good. So you're seeing me get my weapon damage up from 30% to 40%, guys. And so what I was doing in this, I was building my weapon damage. Given that, as I said before, Nemesis, like it doesn't matter how like defensive you are, he seems to one-shot. And I was asking my teammates different things. A few of these guys for sure, I'm veterans in running this. So it's like, like what would be the thing that, you might want to use? What's the best thing? And usually they said power or like skill, which I was kind of assuming already because I would do defensive a lot in the past. And I quickly found that even doing that, Nemesis could still put one-shot damage on me. And it was crazy. It was crazy. He could put damage on me, and like also in the sense of like I couldn't put much damage on him, and I was thinking that maybe if I had defense, maybe I could defend myself. But I don't know, guys. You be the judge. Tell me in the comment section below if you had it different when you tried defensive cores building mostly in this. It's just from what I've seen, doesn't seem like it helps out much, does much really, especially being in a 4-man team and having 4 Nemesis you have to deal with within the final room. So like I said, guys, that's the whole thing in of itself. So I just feel like, having power that helps out a lot, and just a cohesive team, guys, all on the same page. That's usually all it comes down to. So you're seeing me there after the switch on the computer there, just trying to, you want to keep up with your ammo slots. You want to make sure you have special ammo if when need be. You want to build up your cores, guys, power cores first. skill cores, and I'd say defensive cores. I'm not saying they're completely useless, because obviously if you had a lot of them in these fights, I feel like with these normal enemies, I do feel obviously that they do mean something in these fights with these normal enemies. So it's like it just depends. But as far as like the final enemy, the final boss, which is Nemesis, yeah, you want to make sure that you're just there. So you're seeing us within this room right here, guys, fighting them off. You know, you just want to make sure that you're within your team. Seeing Sopanoa there, just about near me. Another two on the left. So we're just all like, you know, in like the middle vicinity. I'm stretching across the room. So we're just trying to be there, guys. I kept emphasizing to them, respectively, keep your eyes on the mini map. Do not get your eye too far off the mini map. Keep looking at it. You'll know where everybody's at. See me just there dodging, just trying to stay out of fire. You just want to make sure that you're just picking your spots well, guys. And that's what it comes down to. And as I said, how I also said, this mission is good to know how, you know, how teammates pick their spots. It's also good for you to learn how to pick your spots. In a tough situation, when a lot of the enemy comes out, you're at a disadvantage. You know how to get your angles. You can incorporate that, like I said, into top key heroic missions, top key legendary missions. There's just like a lot you could do with that. So there's totally always that, guys. So we're at 65%. We've been pushing through it right now, guys. We've been pushing through it. You're seeing us keep close. That's just one of the things you want to do. Like, you want to keep close with your team. No matter what you're seeing me do, you're seeing me look around. If you guys pay attention, you'll see me. I'm going near where majority of my teammates are at. I never start off alone. You know, they're right here. I'm obviously trying to, you know, set this door on fire. One of these doors where I see them coming through. They came through there fast. We're going back this way. My team's this way. I can always come back, retreat, heal back up, and then get right back in the fight, you know? So that's exactly, totally, and utterly what we're doing here. Taking these guys out from a distance, guys. Like I said, patience, distance, focus. You want to do that within Descent. I know it kind of might seem a little weird for me saying that, considering the close quarters of Descent, but I'm just saying in general, as far as like fighting, just as a note, as a whole, like you want to keep patient, you want to keep distance, you want to keep focused. You don't want to get ahead of yourself too fast. You want to keep everybody structured. You want to let them know what's going on. As you guys are seeing here, you're probably not hearing, obviously, as this is a voiceover of my speech. But like I said, I am speaking to these guys a lot during this run, letting them know, hey, where the mini-map's at, what's going on with the enemies. You want to let them know what's happening, and I think that helps out a lot with the players. Even when they don't have mics, they're just still in the game, and they know what's happening live as it happens live. So I think that also plays testament, guys. If you've been not having too much success, I would say definitely yes. If you have a mic, to definitely start getting on that and recruiting teammates that you know can do it right, guys. You know, it could be a free exotic for you each week doing it like this. So like I said, it just depends. But if you can find that team and you have a mic, everybody's willing to have one, hey, why not? You guys can end up knocking it out. So I think that's just one of the crucial parts. Do you have to have a mic to win this? Obviously not. But I would say it does make it a lot easier to have that, even if all of your teammates don't, because you can call things out. Everybody can be on the same page. But I would require, whether you're a teammate or you're the leader, I would say just, you know, it would be great to have a mic, guys, if you take it serious like that and you want the exotic like that. That's just what it takes. It would be great to do that. Have that. Helps out a lot. So you're seeing us push forward through that. And that being said, guys, you saw us work there. We're going to go ahead and maybe just, after this showcase here, we're going to kind of push on the gas a little bit, guys, get through it. We're currently sitting at 68%, but I want to be able to get through it so you guys aren't sitting here too long on it. GG's. But as I said before, guys, my main focus, as I said, is just to show you guys the main way in which it's done. And this channel, mostly, guys, in case you haven't noticed, is for like more harder, high-level elite Division 2 core agents. That's who this channel's for, mostly, the people that like getting this type of content done, hard tasks done, legendary with directives. Like, you guys know, you've seen my content a lot. So it's more tailored towards that. So that's why I show it's a little on the longer end. So sorry to you guys that want like a fast 5-6 minute video. That's just not my cup of tea as far as I'm showing you guys the main thing. Eventually I'll do that, and I do shorts, guys. So you guys can go ahead and check out my shorts respectively if you want to see my faster level content, which also does display various forms of information and key level knowledge that you can earn and also learn and pick up as a result of that. So yeah, just food for thought there. But yeah, just trying to show you this last showcase, guys. So we're sticking together there. I almost got roasted like a marshmallow there, but I kind of was able to get back. I'm playing with my alt character, guys, by the way. If you haven't been able to tell, it's been fun showcase, but I don't think it matters much, obviously, inside the Descent, considering we don't even have our main weapons and gear and whatnot. So, you guys, you know what it is. Let's go ahead and see which talent is available here for us, guys. Okay, killing an enemy repairs 14% of armor over 5 seconds. Okay, so I went with that one again. Yeah, you want to just have a solid defensive one or solid skills, or like I said, as far as his talents, I'm all for defensive talents. I don't know about like all the cores to start off, but like the talents of defensive stuff, it can definitely be a game changer for sure down the road. So we're gonna go ahead and just kind of speed it up here, guys. Considering that we're gonna go ahead and jump into time machine. Considering I don't want to be sitting here too long, guys. This video was actually roughly an hour, but we're gonna try and make it a little faster than that. We're gonna go ahead and skip ahead and let you guys see how it all pans out. We're at 71%, going right ahead, guys. Alrighty then, guys. So you're seeing we're now at 100%. Obviously, this is not Nemesis yet. You look in the right corner box. On the bottom, I'm right. You shall see it's the same teammates. So it's the same mission. We're running it still. Obviously, trying to cut it down, guys. Trying to keep the video a little at the level that you guys can respectively be able to watch it at. I know you guys are busy throughout your day, but I know you do love the content. If you're here watching still, you want to see a lot of it, and it's all good. It's always good. So you're seeing us work inside here, guys. Obviously, you have to work in like rooms before, even when you're at it 100%, before you get to Nemesis. It's not like you just reach 100% and all of a sudden he just shows up, or the next room you go in, he's there. It's a whole process, as you're seeing. I'm going to take you guys through it fully right here as we're getting towards the ending here. But you're going to see how it all goes. And what we do to do that, guys, you're seeing how we're keeping close. As I said, I cannot stress it enough, guys. You're seeing how we're all around each other. Notice me and my teammates, we're all near each other right now. Nobody's straying too far off. You're seeing Pliskin go down there a little bit to try and finish him off fast, because he sees that we're getting towards the ending of it just to finish him. But before that, you saw how we were all near each other. Nobody was baying off, trying to run down somewhere, trying to stand in a corner way around somewhere where everybody's well away from them. Nobody's doing that, because you can get hit with something from a distance, you can die, and it's hard for us to get to you, and it just makes it that much harder if it's 3 against 4 at that point with the AI. I was gonna almost say legendary AI, but I was like, with the enemy AI on this difficulty mode, considering that you don't have your weapons, your main weapons, and your main like builds, so you want to just do that. So you're seeing here right here, guys, we're about to be taking out the boss. You're going to see how we work this final room just before Nemesis. I just want to be able to show you guys that too. I think it's like a very crucial area. And yeah, so you're seeing how these guys are coming out the doors. I call it out there just before the flame. I'm calling it out here, guys. It's crucial. Any team you're on, you want to call it out. I know a lot of you guys might not play with mics, but I'm telling you, if you want to beat a lot of this content that you see me presenting to you guys here, you want to start utilizing your mic, and you want to just start doing that. I understand the shyness. There can be a lot of stuff with that, but just in order to get some of this stuff, guys, some of these exotics and stuff, you gotta kind of come out that shell for that second just to play the game and just have fun. Feel like you're at home. That's what it's all about. You'll see how it just starts getting normal the more you do it. You'll meet so many different people over it. So many real friends you can meet. So many like things can happen. So it's like look at it like that, while at the same time you're having fun playing something that you love and enjoy, which is the Division. So just hey. That's all I can say, guys. So you're seeing how Pliskin went down here. Kind of was pushing a little much there. I kind of want us to all just keep around each other mostly. I tell my team that all the time. But nonetheless, we've all been playing good for the most part. This was a well-structured team, guys. We were playing good. You see that guy with the rocket launcher, guys? Within the Descent, respectively, you always want to take the guys with the rocket launcher out fast. Obviously, you do want to take medics out. They can bring people back. But the guy with the rocket launcher, definitely want to take him out there. I believe there was twice, since I did do some fast forwards. I believe there was like 2 times it hit 2 of my teammates, I think twice, and I did call it out beforehand, but somehow they still got hit with it. I guess it kind of can sneak up on you. I guess that's understandable. It has happened to me at times, so it's like you just want to be watching them, because they'll shoot a rocket out of nowhere sometimes if you're not paying attention, and that could literally one shot down you. It could get you very close to that, whereas an enemy puts like a 1 bullet in you and you're downed. You don't want to have to deal with that, so just always be aware of the enemy, guys. So you saw how we cleared that up. We were mostly like, you know, in unison all around each other. And now you're seeing right there, weapon damage increased by 70%. It's saying now. That's huge, guys. So we are making our way towards Nemesis. And within this fight, guys, it's going to be very important to stress how to do this, because this is a fight where a lot of people will get to, even if you guys do get to the end. And it's always like, it's always just that much more harder. It's always just that much more tough. Everybody always tells me, oh, is it even possible to beat him? I used to think the same thing at times coming in here, but it just comes down to your team and how they were built. Did they build right? And as you're seeing UTS in the corner down there, he was literally putting a comment in there. He was telling us to buy like flame armor. Was it ammo? I believe it was flame ammo and bleed ammo. But the thing is, I didn't have anything here, as you guys are seeing, to buy any of that stuff. So it's like, it just depends on what you have in here. I did have something on my AR. I can't quite tell exactly what that is, but I know I had something on my secondary weapon. But I knew my primary weapon was pretty strong, guys. So I wasn't really too worried about my secondary. I was like, you know, I just got to light this guy up mostly with my primary. We should be, for the most part, fine. We pick our spots well in this room, definitely. And that's what we got to do, guys. That's what we got to do. So you're seeing it right here, guys. They're saying focus on one hunter. You see UTS saying focus on one hunter. You're seeing how we're all on the same page. Everybody's not just saying, I'm going to be here, I'm going to be shooting this person. No, it's like focus on the hunter that all of your team's shooting. That's a very, very crucial thing at this last part. Do not do your own thing. A lot of the agents, they like to do their own thing. I say it all the time, guys, respectively, in Legendary. I'm like, they always like to do their own thing a lot. And the whole thing about that, respectively, is just when you try to do your own thing like that all the time, or you want to do that, that's not how you beat certain missions, or you just can't beat them like that. So here we go, guys. You're seeing us start off here. Alrighty then, guys. One of the first key things I want you guys to see. So we're on the pillar all the way over here on the left. Obviously, this is the main spot that all the people say to set up with when you're fighting Nemesis. This is the spot you want to be in, guys. You're seeing the incendiary turret came right there, the flame turret, and I took that out from getting Sopa Noah. So you want to make sure that you're just choosing your spots well. I shoot the flame there. I see that they're putting various gadgets on us, guys, trying to hit us. You see there's 4 of them. You see UTS goes down there for just a sec. So what you want to do here, guys, you just want to remain patient here. You don't want to start panicking. I know your heart might be beating fast. You're almost about to defeat the descent. What you want to do right here, guys, you want to chill, because when you look around, you realize that there's a huge task at hand. There's 4 of these guys. They're like tanks. It takes some time to bring them down. We're going to have to approach this a certain way, which is why I say doing your own thing is not viable in missions like this. You want to be all on the same page. There's a lot of talking going on here between us. You're seeing Pliskin in the bottom there in the comments saying stay in cover, let him come. And that's what our main thing was. So see UTS go down there. We're trying to shoot this guy, take him out. Sopa Noah goes down back up there. But he had a revive hive, so that's always great, guys. You want to make sure if you do go out there, you have something that can help you get back in. He does a good job of getting back just about enough in time. You see the other teammate there go ahead over and revive UTS. That's a tough Pliskin. Yeah, you see Pliskin over there and revive UTS, guys. That's a tough spot to be in. You see basically, guys, how we all have our back. We all have each other's back. That's the main thing I want you to see. Obviously right here, Sopa goes down. I'm right here reviving him. They're still fighting. I'm talking to them, keep them busy as I'm reviving him so that they're not focusing their aim on me. Trying to heal him. They do what they got to do. They keep cover with us, guys. They got our 6. We're continuing the fight. So this is what I mean. At times, like a lot of agents will say, at times it's just a game. Obviously it is, but if you want to win it, you got to really, really make it seem like it's something you're doing, like for real. And if you do that, you'll be in the right spots. You'll pick your spots well. If you're just kind of taking it like la-di-da, I would say, sadly, these aren't the missions for that, guys. It's just not going to get done. So you're seeing right here, I just say that only because I just emphasize you want to keep focused, guys. And that's one thing I'm just so used to doing, which is why this mission, it definitely can come smooth to me at times and when I do have a good team, because that's what's required in the mission, is to just be focused all the time, which is patience, distance, focus, right, guys? That's why I say when you do patience, distance, focus, PDF, with all of your missions, it doesn't matter what content you're doing, it'll serve well. One thing is, I do have power on my rifle due to what I got. You see me putting down the flame there with the gun. So we're backing it up here, guys. We have about, I think we have 2 of them left, just these 2. So we take the other one out, or did... Oh, no, we have 3. Okay, so we're battling it, guys. We're battling it. This is it right here. This is a Nemesis fight. Not the funnest fight, obviously, all the time. You're seeing how both UTS and Pliskin went down, and I was saying, hey, you guys want to just chill, pick your spots, don't get too feisty with it. I was telling them right here, just get in cover and let's just fight smart here. Do not get hit with anything reckless. You want to make your teammates know that. Just, you know, always keep cover. And, you know, they definitely understood it. And we were just doing our best right now to get it done, guys. We're doing our best right here to get it done. You want to keep your composure. Now you're seeing right here, this fight looks like a Jolly Rancher crazy fest. Jolly Rancher fuck fest, more or less, guys. I got to be honest. But you're seeing how we're just, and it's kind of funny how I say Jolly Rancher considering we're all different colors. But it's kind of like funny because like we're going from point A to point B to point Z to point W to point T. You just want to keep your composure. That's what I was trying to tell them. You never want to, don't let the enemy start letting you get rowdy. Just chill with it. Dodge their attacks. Keep putting damage on them. And I guarantee you at the end of the day, we should be good. It's not the easiest thing when you're enduring it. You know, you see it, there it is. Another incendiary turret. I'm sitting here doing my best to get that out of there. I'm like, okay, let's focus. Let's get that out. All right, let's focus right back on the boss here, guys. You're seeing us totally focus right back on the boss. And you just see us starting to get our niche here. You know, we're starting to take this guy out. Key thing, you want to make sure you have DPS. One of the main things at this part, guys, is that once, if you didn't work on your DPS, if you didn't work on your build throughout the descent, you're going to start realizing that you're not going to really be able to do much in this room. So like I said, guys, as I said from before, just focus on like your DPS and then like your skills as far as the cores to build in this room. That's what I would say. I know there's more than one way to reach the goal, obviously, but that's what you want to do. So you're seeing me shoot this guy on the left. We're trying to keep him off as we're trying to down his buddy here. He's trying to zoom in. But I think at times it is ridiculous. There's 4 of these tanky guys because if they expect each of us to take one of these guys out alone, it's crazy. Yeah, but this is 4-man tailored, so this is like the real descent, more or less. You might have seen people do it solo. That's obviously solo tailored. So you know how that goes. Not saying it's an easy feat, obviously, but you know how that goes. It's not the same as this. So here he is, 4-man, guys. Here it is, 4-man descent. And here it is, guys. You see us taking him out. We kept our distance here, guys, like we did throughout the entire thing. And that's what you want to do with descent, guys. That's how you beat this mission, as you're respectively seeing here now. So we're just moving up right here, guys, finishing it up. And this is for any of you guys that struggle with the descent, never beat this mission, you want to defeat it. GG's. Life's a game, guys. It's always fun being able to show you guys this stuff and be able to show you that, hey, with randoms, this stuff definitely can be done. It's definitely something that can be done for sure. And descent's definitely not something I always do at times. I don't stay in it for too long. I usually just try and clear it and then I'm out. But yeah, I was kind of just letting them know my channel there, guys, but you guys know what it is. Highly appreciate any and all of you guys that watched. That's how you do descent, guys. Keep near each other. Keep good cohesive team structure. Build know-how. And yeah, you guys will have it all down. Everything will be down. It'll all be good. So shout out to Soap and Noah, UTS, Pliskin. Highly appreciate any and all of you Asians that joined, guys. Highly appreciate it. Highly appreciate it. And as I said, guys, I just do this just to let you guys see and know that, hey, this stuff can be done. I'm not going to show just a small video of it, of me doing it. I'm going to show you guys, like, you know, a good portion of each, like, spot of it being done. And just showing you that, hey, this stuff can be done with randoms. You just have, it's just about the right structure and know-how, guys. I could do like a 7-10 minute video that doesn't really showcase much. It just will tell you about a little thing. And there's a lot of YouTubers that do that. A lot of them get a lot of views, success with that. But it is what it is, guys. Tell me how successful you are in the actual missions doing that, though. You follow this, I guarantee you'll actually get actual realistic success. So you guys already know how it goes already. You already know. We got to get that selfie as per norm, guys. Life's a game here. Once again, guys, GG's. Descent. That's how it's done, guys. Take care.